Alrighty guys, so now a couple of games that we can play. I'm very big on constraint-led learning or ecological approach or positional sparring or whatever you want to call it. Mini games to build skills of guard passing, of grappling in general. So there's a few that we can work on from here. First one we can work on, I'm just going to go through them real quickly. And there's always a top position and bottom position goal. First one is being seated versus being standing. Again, when we're playing this game, the whole game of open guard passing begins with who can establish position first. Is Nate able to stay upright, make connections, and get under me, or am I able to put him on his back and keep him there for a couple of seconds to begin creating space? So the first thing we can think about, we're starting disconnected like so. He's sitting, I'm standing, we high-five each other, and we begin. My job is to put him on his back and then keep connections on his shins for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. That's a win for me. Nate's job is to stay up for as long as he can and then pull himself under me in some way. Whether he's getting both legs to the inside, he's getting single leg X, he's going whatever he's doing here, X, it doesn't matter. His job is to make connections and get under me. And whenever a win occurs, if he holds his connection, so Nate gets under me, boom, he gets here, he holds his connection, 1, 2, 3, I'm not able to back step and separate from here. He's able to hold for 3 seconds, that's a win for him. What this is teaching top person is to avoid your bottom player's connections and then get your partner on their back. What this is teaching bottom player is how to pummel your legs and hand fight so you're not getting flipped over, and in the process make connections and move in. So that's the first game I would work in. Second game I would work in, I would have my partner start on his back. From here, we're working maintaining outside passing position. When we're thinking about leg drags, Toriando passes, any kind of outside passing, the big issue you run into is your partner getting feet inside and squaring back up with you. So from this game, I would have my partner on his back. I would put same side foot against his hip, my shin running along his thigh, and I'm hanging out here. There is not a win condition for top person in this game. It's a maintenance position. My goal is to keep this position or as close to it as possible, both of my feet outside of his feet for as long as possible. So the timer would begin, Nate's moving, Nate's resisting, and I'm trying to maintain here, keeping his feet outside of my hips. Nate's job is to get one or both of his feet back on my hips. The moment Nate gets here, the moment Nate gets there, that's a win for Nate, at which point we would reset. So it's teaching top player when you're going to outside passing, maintaining those connections so your partner can't get their feet inside, because that's where we lose position. It's teaching bottom player when you've lost a beat, your opponent gets to the outside of you, how to build frames with your hands to get your hips back in the game. Next game we would go into, we would be focusing on that head in the box on the inside passing. So my partner's back's on the mat. I would start one leg in, one leg out, hand on the hip, hand on the mat, putting my forehead on his chest. Again, this game doesn't have a true win condition for top person. I'm learning to maintain positions here. So as I'm working on maintaining here, Nate's job is to get my head out of the box. If my head's out of the box, he has a 3 count to achieve, 1, 2, 3. That's a win for Nate. In that timeline, if he gets my head out of the box, we're counting 1, 2. I'm able to get back in, I'm still winning. He bumps my head to the other side. 1, 2, 3, that's a win for Nate. But if he bumps my head to the other side, boom, 1, 2, and then I get my head back in, we're still going. So again, in this game, top person's practicing maintaining position, bottom player's practicing getting your partner out of position. Because again, from a disconnected guard scenario, when I have him on my back and I've obtained that inside position, his game is limited to the ability to get my head out of the box. My game is built around keeping my head in the box. So the longer I can keep my head in the box, the better off I am. The quicker he can get my head out of the box, the faster he can begin firing off offense. If you want to take this game one step further, for guys who are a little more advanced, or if they're not, it's fine. We can hang out here. My job is starting with the head in the box, and I'm trying to maintain head in the box. Nate's job is to get my head outside of the box, and this in and of itself wouldn't be a win. He has to make some connection to a limb. So in this scenario, he could get to this arm, make connections, pinch on it. He could wrestle up to this leg right here. If he grabs the leg, that's a win. If he's able to pop the head out and grab a Kimura grip, he doesn't have to break the Kimura. He's made the connection, that's a win. He's able to come over the top for a guillotine. Hands connected, that's a win. Or he's able to bump my head out of the box and get to a leg entanglement. pinching the knees above knee line, that's a win. Whenever one of those things occur, a win's occurred, we reset. Again, this is teaching top player, keep your head in the box. It's teaching bottom player, get their head out of the box, at which point you need to immediately be working to work your progression of position. And then if you just want to play full guard passing, obviously we can slap bump. Top player has one job, which is to get past your partner's legs, put your chest on their chest, your knee on their belly, that's a win. Bottom player from a disconnected position has to make connections, off balance, and get their partner's butt to hit the mat. Whenever one of those things occur, you reset or switch top to bottom, however you want to format it. And if you want to have a whole class or a whole practice based on guard passing, you can tier these games up. So you could start your first round practicing flipping him. He's practicing making connections. Second round, I'm trying to maintain outside position. He's trying to win. I'm maintaining. Third game, you start inside passing, head in the box. He's trying to get it out of the box. Fourth game, start head in the box. He's trying to get it out of the box and then collect a limb. And then you would end the session with open guard passing. I'm trying to get past and pin. He's trying to off balance. So there's some ideas for some games you can play from there.